what does BEDMAS mean? What does this acronym mean? Brackets, exponents, division and multiplication. What's important about these two? How do you know what order to do that in? Whatever order it appears in. So you always read math the way you read English, left to right. And then addition and subtraction, again, in the order it appears, left to right. Okay, first step, we're going to simplify what's inside the bracket because we have brackets. So I'm going to rewrite the parts of the expression that I'm not solving yet. And I know that I have to simplify -1, take away 1. What's -1, take away 1? -2. It was all of that to the power of 3. Are there any more brackets? There's nothing else inside a bracket that we can simplify. So plus 5. This bracket means multiplication, right? Okay, so we're done with the brackets. We'll go to the next operation, which is exponents. This is an exponent. What is -2 to the power of 4? We just did this. -16, because this negative sign tells us that the whole power is negative, and we know 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Plus, what's the next power? -2 to the power of 3 is -8. Excellent. So I'll put that in brackets because I know it's a negative, just to separate the two signs. Plus, okay, so we know that this reads 5 times -2 to the power of 4, but I don't want to do my multiplication yet. I need to finish off with my exponents. So what is -2 to the power of 4? Positive or -16? Good. So it's actually 5 times -2 to the power of 4 is positive 16. Back to BEDMAS. Do we have division in this question? No. Do we have multiplication? Yes. So let's simplify the multiplication first. Which part is the multiplying? 5 times 16. So we are going to keep -16 plus -8. What's 5 times 16? Positive 80. So plus 80. And finally, the last and final step, we have addition and subtraction in the order it appears. So we have -16 plus -8. -16 plus -8 is -24 plus 80. Final answer, what is the solution to this? Equals 56. Good. Okay, so we're going to simplify our brackets first, but we have an exponent inside the bracket, so that comes first. Okay, so we have -3 to the power of 4 plus -2 minus, what is -4 to the power of 3? Yes. -64. Good. Plus square root of 16. We're not done with the brackets. We still have to simplify -2, take away -64. What's -2? Take away -64. Paula? 62. Plus square root of 16. Simplify exponents next. So we have -3 to the power of 4. Is the answer negative or positive? Good. This tells us that it's a negative power. Well, what's 3 to the power of 4? 81. Plus 62. Plus, this counts as an exponent, right? Because opposite of squaring a number is a square root. What's the square root of 16? Good. Okay, now this is the easy part. We have adding and subtracting. Do we have any division or multiplication? No, don't need to do that. We have addition and subtraction in the order it appears. -81 plus 62 plus 4, and the final answer is -15. There are variables in this question, but we're also told some information. We're told that x is equal to -4 and y is equal to 2. What are we going to do with that information? Tyreek? Wherever I see an x, I'm going to replace it with the value of it. Wherever I see a y, I'm going to replace it with the value of it. Make sure you include everything as is. You're only replacing the variables. So we have 3. X is -4, so I need to make sure I put that in brackets. To the power of 3 plus 16 divided by negative. Don't forget that negative. What's y? 2 to the power of 3. I need to simplify -4 to the power of 3. What is that? -64. So it's going to be 3 times -64 plus 16 divided by, what is -2 to the power of 3? Yep. Good. -8. Good. What's 3 times -64? -192 plus 16 divided by -8. Simplify this, Andre.
It equals 24 plus 2.
Okay, simplifying the numerator, it becomes -176, all divided by -8. 2 negatives make a 176 divided by 8. Raise your hand if you got 22.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.